Yeah, no, Jesus, go back to my car. I'll pick. No, I got friends out here, and they're not really. No, just go back to. Yeah, no, dude, just go back to the car. I'll get it later. I don't need it. Honestly, it sucks. Third time is a charm. You know what? I think so. I let this gimbal run for about 5 minutes and it hasn't goofed up on me yet. So I think we're good. It does it from time to time, but I think we're okay. Guess we'll find out. Don, can you hear me okay? Is my voice coming in all right? Or is it kind of choppy? Heat. Yep, I can hear fine. Perfect, appreciate it. Yeah, it's a little warm out here today at Lake Mead. There is a light breeze though. I think there's almost always a light breeze out here, just due to its location. You can see a few cars over there. People are kind of out and about today. Oh, don't screw up on me now. Okay, I think we're good. Gimbal ghost be gone. Pamela G. Yeah, I think the gimbal ghost is finally gone. I kind of have like a short temper when it comes to technology not doing what it's supposed to. And I was going to do a review on this gimbal too, just for the heck of it, because it's been working fine. But right when I need it, it's like, oh, hey, we're not going to work today. It's like, oh, really? That's how it's going to be. Party's here. Looks like we got 12 people. For anyone just joining the live stream at Lake Mead on this beautiful day, drop your location. Where are you watching from? Every YouTuber is there. Yeah. I'll be on, I think I'm going to do Fremont Street tonight, Las Vegas, because I'm staying on the Strip. So I figured we'd come out here. I've been shooting for a little while now, out here getting footage for my video on Sunday that I'm going to be releasing. But I figured we'd come out here, show people what the lake is looking like. Now, despite what people have been saying, I checked the water level on Lake Mead right before I got here, and it really hasn't gone up. Southern Minnesota Jesse, you know of it well. Yes, I do. Southern Minnesota. Where people talk like, you know, you betcha. Where people go bass fishing. Let's see what we got here. Thought that was a fish. I don't think it is. I don't want to go too far near the beach people over there. So we'll make our way this way. Maybe we'll find that boat that was sticking out of the water a little bit. Kind of want to go jump in the lake. Alright, don't fall on my ass. It's the runoff that fills it up. Yeah, absolutely. And I think the water's only gone up about just under 2 feet, like in the last week, which really isn't a whole lot when you think about how much the water level raised due to the snow melt. You know, about a few days of rain in Las Vegas ain't gonna do much. Beautiful day though. Got people over there swimming, having family time, having a few brewskis. All right, let's go find that boat. Ooh, I think I can see it. If you guys look underneath that crane thing over there, just underneath it, you can see the little top part of that boat sticking out. What are the guest stars, Jesse? Oh, you know, that's I don't want to ruin a surprise, but I also don't want to like build it up and then plans don't work out. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, there will be another day. Wonder if we'll find anything interesting on the shoreline. Whew. Cleveland! Carlos? Not specifically, but I was gonna hit him up once I get done here, see what he's up to. Cleveland, Ohio. Been to Ohio once. What's the temp? I think it's, I think it's around 102 is the last I checked. Feels a lot hotter than that though. Let's see, because of the sun, I hope I don't blind you guys, but there was some cloud cover a little bit ago, and now the cloud cover is all gone, so now it's just beaming down on us. See if there's anything over here. I should have brought my garbage bag. I used to live on Lake Erie in a small town, Ashtabula. 100 plus in Minnesota the last few days too, and muggy. You know the funny thing is, Pamela, because I have a lot of Minnesota people on Facebook, everyone's like, oh, it's so hot here in Minnesota. It's so hot, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I'm just like, you guys don't know heat. And like some of my family and friends are like, yeah, but you guys have dry heat. We have humid heat. And I say the same thing to everybody. It doesn't matter if it's 100 degrees humid or 100 degrees dry. 100 degrees is still 100 degrees. It sucks. Ferdy, so now you're allowed to film now around Lake Mead? Well, I am. I do have a permit that I paid so that way I could film out here. But you know what, it's such a gray area though too, because they say you're not, if you're filming for monetization purposes, you have to have a permit, right? So it really makes no sense, because like it's not like they're gonna be out here checking everybody and say, hey, do you have a permit? Why are you filming? Are you filming for YouTube, Instagram? It makes no sense. But from what a lot of people online have been saying, it's their opportunity to kind of recoup some of the funds that they're not making off of all these people coming out here making money from Lake Mead of the YouTube videos. So I did my part. I got my permit. I've never had a park ranger come up to me and go, hey, are you filming for YouTube? Do you have a permit? And I really don't think they want to waste their time doing that. But I kind of wanted to play by the rules. We still got a little bit of a walk, but I can see it. For anybody just joining in, we're at Lake Mead today, seeing if there was any significant change in the water levels in the lake, which I didn't think there was going to be. But I still wanted to show you guys. Thanks for the info. Yeah, it's weird. Like before you didn't have to have permits and now you do. And there's talk about them getting rid of that rule or whatever. I don't know, it's kind of all messed up. Technically, if I take a picture of Lake Mead and I share it on Facebook, technically that could be considered monetization because they run ads on Facebook. Are they going to be policing people taking pictures and sharing them on Facebook? No, they're not. So why would they care about a YouTuber? And if anything, I've patronized this place quite a bit. And I'm sure these videos bring a lot of people out here. They brought me out here, that's for sure. Isn't that something? Last time the water was up to that line there was, I think, 2001 or 2002. I met a gal out here one time that was kind of sunbathing and chilling over there, and she said she remembers back in the day when you could actually fish off the top of that. Probably before my lifetime. Well, maybe not quite. Would you look at that? Exactly, Don. It's free advertising for Lake Mead. They don't have to do anything. I take care of all the cost, all the production. They don't have to do anything. Did you ever see wild horses out there at Lake Mead? Yes, I have. I have a video, I think it was maybe my second to last video that I made out here. I saw wild horses, and I got a little bit of video and pictures of them, but I couldn't, I stopped in the middle of the road, and I had to get going because there was cars behind me. But yeah, I've seen wild horses out here. A lot of coyotes. Maybe my co-star is remote trooper. That'd be cool. I do like his videos. I actually ran into a couple different content creators last time I live streamed. I'm trying to think. Eddie in Las Vegas. I met him over at the Link Hotel. He was pretty cool. They sure don't seem to care that there are people who cannot go there and love seeing it. Precisely. Precisely. There's a lot of people that would give anything to fly. I mean, people fly from all over the world just to come to Vegas. And there's people that, you know, probably due to health reasons and whatnot, that can't make it out here. They can kind of live vicariously through the people that do come out here. And someone commented, I try to read all these. John E. Tucon, any rattlesnakes? None yet. I've never seen one out here, knock on wood. There's no wood to knock on. But I'm surprised I haven't seen more rattlesnakes. Because if you think about it, someone once told me they love to kind of congregate near water because what comes to the water? Mice, rodents, squirrels, chipmunks, any small little critters. And the rattlesnakes know that. But I haven't seen any. Oh, look, a football. It's like Tom Brady threw this one a little too far. Is that my buddy over there? I think he's grabbing a beer. All right, grab a beer. These days, so many people can't afford to travel, right? Gas is so ridiculous. And I live in Phoenix too, so every time I come out to Lake Mead, you know, it's always a little bit of a drive. And I always try to make sure I film as much as I can so that way I can make the trip worth it financially. Is the hotel in Echo Bay still there? I don't know. I'm gonna go check it out tomorrow though. I wanted to go check it out today, but that's a little bit of a drive. Maybe I'll do a live stream out there tomorrow, Echo Bay. Because I was thinking about that too. They had fencing up out there last time I was out there. Oh, there's some kayakers up by that boat. I think Moho Adventures commented on one of my videos and said that he calls that boat... Oh, no, not that boat. There's another boat over there that he refers to as Ophi, I think. We'll go check that one out, too. How far is Phoenix to Las Vegas? Patrick, it really depends on traffic, but I can usually make it out here in about 4 hours, and that may or may not be factoring in me going about 90 miles per hour on the highway. I think it's about 4 hours from, well, I live on the east side, southeast side of Phoenix, so it's about 4 hours for me to get from the southeast side of Phoenix to the Lake Mead area here. And again, that kind of depends on traffic, because traffic going on Interstate 10 coming out of Phoenix can be crazy some days. It looks like we've got a few more people on here. For anyone that has just joined us, we're at Lake Mead today on this beautiful day, checking out the lake, seeing what's going on out here, seeing if the rains and the winds shook things up a little bit, looking for any new findings. For anyone here that's just joining us, let us know where you're from. What country, state, planet, galaxy. You know what? We are curious to know. Drive it like you stole it, right? That's the one thing I don't think people realize in the Southwest, because I didn't know this until I moved here, but the speed limit really is a recommendation. How far is the boat sticking up in the air from your location? Looks like, I'd say a couple feet, maybe? Oh, Michael Ashford. How's it going, Michael? You said you might live stream on Fremont tonight. Yeah, I have plans on doing that. I probably won't get out there till about 9 o'clock. Wait till the sun really drops. But yeah, that boat I want to say is probably maybe a little more than a couple feet sticking out of the water. Does Phoenix offer a lot of the same things Las Vegas does? Ooh, that's a good question. In a way, we definitely... When I say Phoenix, I'm going to refer to like the Phoenix area. And when I say Phoenix area, I mean the city and about an hour around the city. There are quite a few good-sized lakes around the Phoenix area. You got Bartlett Lake, Roosevelt Lake. Roosevelt Lake is really cool. There's a dam over there, a little smaller than Hoover Dam. Let's see what else we got. Saguaro Lake, Canyon Lake. There's quite a few lakes out there. And what else does Phoenix have? Honestly, the views from the city are just pretty cool. A lot of hiking. There's a lot to do out there. Can't think of everything off the top of my head right now, but there's quite a bit to do. I just really love the Las Vegas area. That's why I come out here. Love the videos. Michael, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, Michael, didn't you say you were from Detroit? My name is Michael, not from Detroit, Michigan. When I saw you, the Detroit, it made me think of Kiss's "You Gotta Lose Your Mind in Detroit, Rock City. Get up, everybody's gonna leave their seats. Get down, everybody's gonna move their feet. Gotta lose your mind in Detroit, Rock City." Water looks warm and inviting. Hell yeah, it does. Like I say, one of these days I'm gonna have to come out here with my flippers, or fins, or whatever, and my snorkel and goggles. Give Jesse one. It's free. Yeah, everybody, if you're liking what you're seeing so far, make sure you pretend that like button is Chris Rock and pretend you're Will Smith. You should know what to do from there. Here's another cool area that I always like to check out when I come to Lake Mead. Whew, it's a warm one. It's another area where the water used to come up right to this shelf right here. Got an old motor here of some sort. And a buoy. I remember all the Kiss records. They were awesome. I have a huge stack of Kiss records at my parents' place back in Minnesota. Love Gun, all the solo records, their very first self-titled album, Psycho Circus. I got a lot of them. I was a big Kiss fan growing up. I'll see if I can get a little closer to show you guys that boat. These guys look like they're having a pretty good time. What up, my people? You're live on YouTube. Pretty gorgeous out. It's almost like there's a small little cool breeze coming off of the lake, and it feels so good. That actually looks like a transmission on the ground. Oh. Close-up view of the water for you. Sometimes you can see fish. Sometimes not. Can I zoom in on this live stream? Oh, dude, I can. But it starts to look like SHIT once you do. It loses quality. All right, let's keep moving. You can see where the water used to gradually come up to. Oh, cheese and crackers, it's hot. That sun is right in front of us too. Oh man. In the words of Mrs. Doubtfire, I'm melting like a snow cone in Phoenix. Only we're in Las Vegas. Oh, close enough anyway. A live chat. Any walleyes? I don't even know if they have walleyes here. I know back in Minnesota they do. It would be really nice if we could see this water up to where it once was originally. Funny that you mentioned that, because on the internet for the past, I don't know, maybe month or so, I've been compiling a lot of old photos, not only from when the lake was first starting to fill up, but when it was last at full capacity as well too. And I've been kind of comparing those to the videos and photos that I've taken. That's a work in progress. I got a lot of videos lined up the next couple months here. And we'll actually be returning to Area 51 probably in the next month. The plan is to go there on the anniversary of the Storm Area 51 event. To my knowledge, there's always a small group of people that go out there every year just to kind of, you know, live in the moment and check it out. So it would be really cool if I could live stream out at Area 51. And I'm pretty sure I can, because I talked to a deputy that was out there during the Storm Area 51 event. And I was live streaming on Instagram, and he's like, it must be nice to have Verizon way out here. And I was like, well, how did you know I have Verizon? And he told me that because if I didn't have Verizon, I wouldn't have been able to live stream out there. Whew, where is that boat? Derek? Nick? Is that you guys? Might be them, might not be. I met up with a couple of my buddies here. They're not really camera people, and they don't really want to be on camera because of their jobs. So, kind of letting them do their own thing out here. Whew. Snap, it's warm. All right, where's that freaking boat? We got 37 people in the house. All right, all right. Thank you to everybody who decided to check out the video today. Always very appreciative to anyone. You could be doing anything else today, and if you're taking time out of your day to check out this video, I greatly appreciate it. All right, let's go find that other boat. Be careful out there. Hope you have some water to drink. Oh, do I? I have like 2 water bottles in my backpack. Today's actually nothing compared to the last time, or the second to last time I came out here. I was feeling dizzy, a little lightheaded, and it felt like every time I drank water, it was just sucked out of me within a matter of minutes. But I do hike a lot in this intense heat. But it doesn't mean that, you know, I can handle it all the time. That sun is very unforgiving. Where the freak is that boat? If you guys see the boat, let me know. Oh, I think we found it. I want to leave, but the scenery is so amazing. Who said that? John E2 Icon. John E2 Icon. I like that name. Yeah, it's pretty cool out here. There's really, if you come out to the Boulder Beach area, there's not a bad view out here. Unless it's raining, then it kind of sucks. Ah, there she is, boys and girls. The SS Minnow. Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a faithful trip that started from this tropic port. Oh, shoot. Okay, is that my gimbal? Okay, yeah, that's my gimbal. Go away. Cancel. There we go. Okay. This one brings back memories to me. I first found this one, I think mid-July of 2022, and holy crap, that water really has come up. Holy crap, I never even thought about it. So, I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago. Actually, this is pretty amazing. I was here 2-3 weeks ago, maybe even a month ago. I don't freaking know. And the water was way out there. And now I remember saying it's probably going to be months. I think even Moho Adventures even said something like, it's going to take a long time before the water reaches this boat right here. But it's reached it. Gnarly. Oh no, this is the soft stuff here we got to be careful on. We'll just stand on a rock. Yeah, 2 weeks ago I was walking on this stuff right here. You can see the cracks in the ground there. Monsoon season isn't even close to being over yet. A little more rain could send this guy back underwater. Great stream so far. Thanks for sharing. Trevor, thank you. Algorithm doesn't know what gnarly means. That's the algorithm's probably like going, what the heck? We can't comprehend. Couple inches more make a big difference. Oops, that sounds bad. I guess that depends on the person's perspective. Cool. We're gonna walk out over there and check things out. And again, if anyone's just tuning in or recently tuned in, we're at Lake Mead today, checking out the water, seeing how much things have changed due to all that rainfall that the Vegas area got earlier this week. We know where your mind is at. I think that's all of our minds, really. Whew. You know what we'll have to do is go check out the speedboat at Government Wash, the one that Jacob in Las Vegas kind of highlighted last year, because I bet that's, it's probably just barely going to be sticking up out of the water. Not me. I'm innocent. Ugh. Let's take a look over here. Here's some more scenery for you. Whew. Tomorrow I'm going to come back out here and do some more before and after pictures. That is extraordinary. And for those of you guys that aren't familiar with my channel, I'm going to have like a fully produced video coming out on Sunday that encompasses all the footage that I shot in Las Vegas when the rain was coming down, and today's footage as well. Let's see. I have heard the same thing said about driven snow being white. Oh, there's a little kid's shoe down there. Oh, that's a cool breeze. Whew. See if there's anything interesting over here. Oh, what's this? Speaker? I have no clue what that is. Probably a part to a boat. No clue. Oh, Lake Mead. Beautiful, beautiful lake. When there's water here. Oh, is that the Loch Ness Monster? Just kidding. Speaking of the Loch Ness Monster, I've always wanted to make a video. There's like two really iconic places where the Loch Ness Monster is known. One is in Scotland, Loch Ness, and then one is at Lake Champlain in New York. I always wanted to go out there and just film a video. I don't know that I really believe in all the folklore, but you gotta do it. You gotta see it for yourself. There's what's known as Pyramid Island over there. Lake Tahoe has a monster as well. Tell us a little bit more. Dan K, very nice footage. Thank you, Dan K. I appreciate that. Don, funny, I just watched a couple documentaries on the Loch Ness Monster. I used to be obsessed with the Loch Ness Monster when I was a kid. Bigfoot, UFOs, the Altamaha sea monster, anything UFO, paranormal. I still am to this day, and I've actually got a few videos in the future planned for paranormal stuff. Especially back in Minnesota. There's a lot of abandoned insane asylums over there. But I don't live there anymore. Do you visit Nevada ghost towns? Some. I don't know if you call them ghost towns. They're more like abandoned mines. I visited quite a few though. There's about 2 or 3 out near Area 51, and there's a couple just southwest of what's it called, State Line, like where Buffalo Bill's casino is. The only big ghost town I've ever really visited was Eagle Mountain in California, and that one I couldn't even go in. I actually had to visit it from the view of my drone because it's kind of like on private property. But that's never really stopped me before. But that's also costed me quite a bit in the past too. Oh, where are they at? Derek! Over here! No, I'm not dead. Annie Mary, Annie Mary 20, a girl allegedly buried alive in Minnesota. I can't say I have, no. Minnesota's got a lot of eerie history. I mean, I think almost any state does, but the more I research paranormal and just tragedies in Minnesota, there's quite a lot. There's this story my history teacher told me back in high school I don't know where the location was, but he told me there was this grave that was cursed, and it was said to be a witch that they had buried, and they'd like killed her and buried her. And the curse was anyone that either walked or jumped over, or I think it was like anyone that like jumped over her grave and said her name 3 times, they would eventually die, if you will. And then I think back in the 70s or 80s, a biker gang was kind of coming through town, and one of them kind of put the curse to the test. Big guy, cocky, jumped over the grave, said her name 3 times, and I think it was but a few days later, he was killed on his bike by a semi. It's one of those things, it's like, was it a curse? Was it not? But when you look at it, it's like, man, that timing is kind of impeccable. I gotta look that one up. That's actually one that I wanted to do a video on too. I might start heading back here. My buddy was kind of giving me the universal sign for, dude, let's go already. F you, man, it's my car. Whew. Why does my chat keep disappearing? Live chat. Do you know if the water ever covered that mountain in front of you? Oh, shoot. I don't think it ever covered it. It got pretty high up there, but I don't think it ever really covered it. I mean, it could have, though. I mean, you can see the bathtub ring, but just because that's where the bathtub ring is, it doesn't mean that the water never didn't go over it, because that's just where the water sat for the longest time. You can see the bathtub ring. The white line is suspicious. Yeah, I used to say that at parties back in college, those white lines on that mirror in Jessica's bathroom, yeah, those are pretty suspicious white lines. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Ooh, it's a steamer today. Where'd you guys go? Nice thunderhead. My buddies are supposedly over there. One of them was live streaming on TikTok earlier. They're kind of weirdos, just like me. Whew. Bye, Pam. Maybe we'll catch you tonight when I go down to the Fremont Street. Yeah. Storm is... It was sprinkling earlier, too, on and off. And when it was sprinkling, that's when I kind of got my behind out here as quick as I could. How are you surviving that? Confidence and experience. John E2 Icon, this is the best stream of the lake I've ever seen. Buddy, thank you. I appreciate that. This is, this is my first live stream of Lake Mead, unless you count the 2 that I did earlier when my gimbal kept effing up. Embarrassing. Jesse, if you stream between 7 and 9 tonight, Sin City Angel should be there. I think I know. Sin City Angel. I've heard the name. I just can't put a picture. Shit. Ugh. Gotta be careful. Jesse, are you walking where the water was several feet deep a few years ago? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So you can kind of see that line right there. The water used to be up to there and a lot higher. Well, further back. But yeah, because this is where, what is it? Boulder, because this is, Boulder Bay is on the other side over there, and they had a launch ramp over there. So yeah, many years ago, this would have all been underwater. Oh, chats, what do we got here? Glad you got a permit to show us how Lake Mead is. Hell yeah, me too. I bet this thing could tell us some stories. I'm always hoping that one day someone's gonna like watch these videos, not specifically mine, but like come out on Instagram or social media and say, hey, that boat that you guys found, that's my boat. I lost it back in 1987 while we were listening to John Mellencamp, drinking Coors Light. I'm sure there's probably a really cool story behind this boat. Oh, hey, real quick, for anyone watching, you guys let me know, can you view this live stream in 1080p, or is it only allowing you to watch it in 720p? That just looks so cool. Don, I don't know what 1080p. That's okay. Vegas 710, 720. Roman 720. Hello, by the way. Hi. I'm trying to figure that out. That's why I wanted to get a hold of Carlos, because I know he's kind of like the mastermind when it comes to live streaming. It doesn't let me stream any higher than 720, which is kind of a bummer town. Population us, because this would look really cool in 720. Or sorry, 1080. But the video I'll be uploading this Sunday is going to be in 1080p, maybe even 4K. We got 51 people. Ooh, 51 as in Area 51. We'll make it out there one of these days. If we watch on our TV, 720 is better. Yeah, I can attest to that too. Tablets and smartphones just kind of display, oh shit, cobweb. Smartphones and tablets kind of display the image a little bit different compared to like a TV. What beautiful weather. Yeah, I mean, the sun's a little hot. This looks incredible on the 85-inch TV. Oh, I bet that looks pretty cool on an 85-inch TV as well. Oh, we're walking on the mushy stuff. Don't step on a crack. You know the rhyme. Although I'm stepping on quite a few of them. All right, now we gotta find our way back to Boulder Beach. Where do we come from? Somewhere over here. We'll figure it out. What a view, though. I mean, damn. I wish I would have brought my lawn chair and a couple beers. You just stare out over there all day. Government Wash is, well, way back over there. And then Echo Bay is like a 40 to 45 mile drive out there. We're going to check those out tomorrow. I got a lot of video editing to do between now and Sunday. So if you guys got nothing going on Sunday, make sure you turn on those notifications, because it's going to be a pretty bomb video. Especially when I filmed that water gushing into the wash at the Link Hotel and Casino, just off of the Las Vegas Strip. That was pretty cool. What the freak is my car? I'm off on Sunday. Right on. I have to work Sunday, but you know what? I think I might get a stomachache. I just don't feel like going into work on Sunday. Just have to tell my boss I have... Oh, shit. I heard something rustling around in there. I don't think it's a rattlesnake, because I think if it was, we would have heard it's rattle. Oh, it's a lizard. Oh, cool. That's a good one, too. Hey, buddy. There's two of them. Oh, maybe they're husband and wife. There he is. Like he can hear me. I'll tune in on Sunday. Got to go pay some bills. Same shit. Yeah, whoever came up with that 40-hour work week idea and paying bills, how were they thinking? We'll go this way. We'll go back to the water. It's cooler over there. I just need to move out to Las Vegas already. The amount of time I come out here, spend out here. Whew. Oh, it's warm. Carlos, what is going on? Dude, let me catch my breath. It's hotter than a whorehouse on nickel night out here. Carlos, if you got nothing going on, I'll be on Fremont Street tonight. And I was actually gonna message you because I can't stream in 1080p on the YouTube app. And I don't know, I mean, I wanna be able to stream in 1080p because I know the viewers would really appreciate it. So if you got any good advice on how to be able to stream in 1080p on YouTube, email me or send me a text. I would greatly appreciate it. I am tired. I'm not tired, I'm just hot. I could hike for miles. My legs are like Chevys, they run forever. Little boat. That's so cool. It's incredible to think that last year you could walk out there and then maybe an additional 20 to 30 feet past that. Rain is coming. Roman, really awesome picture. Thank you for your videos. Roman, thank you for taking time out of your day to check out this video. I appreciate that. Hope you have cold water there and electrolytes. Plenty. So I have two water bottles. Well, actually I have a giant water bottle in my backpack. And then a regular Coke. It's just like a thing I do. And then in my car, I have a gallon jug of water that's about half frozen. So I stay pretty well hydrated. Oh, who's this? Kilo Whiskey. Hi, JDA. Glad you started live streaming to go along with your other content. Love your channel, man. My wife and I are oh, come on. That stinking chat. Love your channel, man. My wife and I are Vegas locals, and it was a nice surprise when you streamed the strip flooding. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I kind of wanted to go back there again tonight too, just to, I mean, I'm sure the flooding's all gone. There's probably like little to no water on the strip, but I still want to check it out so that way I can do a before and after. And you know, the thing Kilo Whiskey, the thing is, when I was live streaming that, and I uploaded some pictures and videos onto my Instagram and TikTok, everyone's like, that happens all the time, it's nothing new, it's nothing new. For me, it was new, because I had never seen that before. I didn't know that happened. Let's see, who do we got? Vegas 710, stay safe, Jesse. Homeless going back in. Yeah, they've probably moved back in all their items, furniture, boxes. Robert, appreciate you enduring the heat for our info and entertainment. I wish that chat would stay up. Yeah, not a problem. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, you probably can't. But like my ankle, there is like a pretty distinct dark line. Maybe you can see. Yeah. So the white part of my ankle, that's Minnesota, and the brown part is Arizona and Nevada. If I ever go back to Minnesota and live back there, give it like 3 months, I will be whiter than Screech Powers on Saved by the Bell. I kid you not. Or whiter than some pure cocaine in Colombia. I don't know if that's a good one. Water! Okay, actually, I'm gonna rehydrate real quick. So I'm gonna set this down and point it over there so you guys get a good view of the water line for just a couple minutes here. And I'm gonna come back and read the comments in just a second, because I try to always respond to comments, unless they're negative, but hang tight. Oh, dude, that gimbal is awesome. Here's the water. Alaska water bottle. Got it in Alaska. Oh, that water. Oh, amazing. Holy Toledo, look at those clouds. I'm having a lot of fun. I love this live streaming thing. Why the hell didn't I do this earlier? Well, if I'm gonna be honest, I was always kind of scared to do live streaming. Is it hot over there? Carlos, I think that depends on 2 things. One, if you're hiking, like I am, because I hiked all the way over from Boulder Beach, so I'm pretty hot. But if I was staying over there and I wasn't moving around, it probably wouldn't be as hot. But if you stand close to the water, you can feel a pretty cool breeze coming off of the lake, which is so nice. How hot is the water in the lake? I don't know, Robert. Why don't we find out? Okay, how do I do this without dying? Oh, shit. The one thing that sucks about this lake is it looks nice and it's nice and cool, but there's so many freaking rocks. Whew. Oh. It's actually not cold, it's fairly warm. Yeah, that water is not that cold. Ah, shit. All right, hang tight. I'm gonna pick up the camera in just a second. Just putting my shoes back on. I don't want to step on something sharp or have a rattlesnake bite me directly on my feet, because that wouldn't be good. But you know what? I go through about 3 pounds of bacon a week. No joke. So if a rattlesnake bit me, I'd probably have a heart attack. We're back. Okay. Chats. Who'd I miss? The storm is getting close, Jesse. Yeah, it definitely is. It's I can feel it kind of cooling off a little bit. Jesse, we got a flash flood warning here in the southwest part of town, but South Point. Good to know. I got my umbrella. I like river eater. It's colder. River water, it's colder. Yeah. Carlos, Jesse, be careful that water right now because there are bacteria that already killed 2 children. 15/12 from brain-eating bacteria. You know, I heard about that too. I think Sin City Outdoors mentioned it, and I think, yeah, it's not uncommon. Oh, don't worry, I definitely won't swim in it or drink it. There's probably a dead body out there. But yeah, that brain-eating amoeba, and there's actually Rogers Spring, kind of out by Echo Bay, that has a warning on that spring that talks about that as well too. Yeah, I won't go swimming in there. I mean, I would probably go in, but I wouldn't go like head under. That's why you go to rivers. They're not as common. Yeah, and actually Vegas 710, there's a river in Payson, Arizona, which is like an hour and a half northeast of Phoenix. And there's also a river, creek, if you will, in Alaska that I've actually put my water bottle right underneath the little cascades, the little falls, and drank right out of it. Never got sick. And let me tell you, water from a creek / glacier is like the best water you could ever have. It just, I don't know, it just tastes so much better. Whew. Mama freaking seat, that's hot. All right, sky update. There's a river near you called Nelson Landing. Pretty cool historic place. Wow, Jesse, that's so cool. Hope you have a filter. You know, I didn't even have a filter. When I was in Alaska, I saw the little waterfall. It was coming off the mountain, and I saw this old guy go up to it with a big Culligan drum. And I was like, do you plan on drinking that? And he goes, he had an accent, and he's like, well, I've been drinking it for the past 10 years. And I was like, screw it. And I drank the water, and it was like the freshest, purest, untouched, unpolluted water I'd ever had in my life. No filter either. And you know what the crazy thing is? When I poured that water into a glass, not to say there wasn't any germ bacteria in there, because maybe there was, but when I poured that into the glass back at the hotel I was staying at, I didn't see a little speck of dirt in there. It was some clean water. Same with that creek in Arizona too. We're getting back to the beach. So it's kind of hot right here, but you get closer to the water and you feel that heat taper off. So the breeze is blowing this way. And this is just your friendly reminder. If you haven't already, pretend that like button is Chris Rock. Pretend you're Will Smith. You know what to do. Go smack that like button. Kick it, throw something at it, you know, make your wife or husband get off the couch and have them come over to your screen and just tap it. Just flick it. Oh, another lizard. Let's see, Carlos. What do you, Bro, be careful, that storm coming in fast and floods and mud's really bad there. Storm coming from west to east. A lot of lightning from it. Yeah, I'll be careful. I'm already making my way back to my car right now, and then I'm gonna head back to the hotel. Maybe. I might stay here for a little while and get some more picture and video. Yeah, it's cooled off quite a bit. Oh, that sun is just perfect. You know, I love the sun, but damn, it's hot. We got a boat. Oh, it's way over there. All I can say is that my life is pretty plain. One of these days, I just want to go hiking in this stuff right here and just see what's in there. Probably find all sorts of other, you know, fish and stuff. I doubt there's probably any boats in there because I think between all the Lake Mead YouTubers, I think between all of us, I think we've pretty much found all the boats that there is to find out here. Actually, service ain't too bad out here. Oh, hey, look at this. That's an old school logo. Are there sales still plummeting? I've never been a fan of Bud Light though. It's way too commercially. And I feel like when a beer is like so big, like I'm not like completely hating on Bud Light and like Miller Lite and Coors Light, but when you see those big beer brands on the shelves and whatnot, it almost kind of makes it harder for other, you know, beers to kind of get a spot on the shelf. And that's why I always like to try local stuff or just, you know, off the wall beers that people don't typically order. Because those, in my opinion, are some of the best ones. Oh, it's getting dark. It's getting dark fast. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the service. Run, run. I can run pretty fast too. Before I really started doing the YouTube thing, when I moved to Arizona, like almost every weekend for like 2 years, I would go hiking, mountain biking, kayaking. I didn't give a crap how hot it was. I still went. So when it comes to being outdoors, I'm not invincible to the heat, but I just feel like I have a really high confidence level to surviving in this stuff. Oh, there's a boat. Full send. So for those of you guys that saw my live stream on the strip the other night, compared to today, how are you liking the gimbal? Is it pretty smooth? Does it suck? I don't think it sucks, but it's definitely better than freehanding it on the strip when it's raining and the wind is pretty crazy. It was tough to maintain control over my phone. Dan K, very smooth, cool. Smooth is good. Smooth as butter. Vegas 710. Is it Vegas 710 or is it Vegas 710? You know, like the band Blink 182? Is it Blink 182 or is it Blink like 182? You know what I mean? Like, I hope I'm not butchering it. Much better with the gimbal. Hey, thanks. Yeah, this gimbal. Oh, Carlos, I was actually just gonna, yeah. So I'm using the Zhiyun. It's spelled Z-H-I-Y-U-N. The Zhiyun Crane MS2 I got it on sale for like 250 bucks at Best Buy. I typically have my Nikon mounted on here, but this one, other than the F-up I had earlier today when I was trying to get it calibrated, it seems to be doing the job. I'll link it in the description later in case anyone wants to check it out. It works great for cell phones so far, and cameras, as long as they don't have a huge like lens on them. They just stay out here all day. Now that the sun's kind of taking a rest. I almost bought the, what was it? The DJI 3-axis gimbal SE for like 200 bucks. Or it was like 100 bucks. But then I thought, ooh, hey, what do we got here? I thought it was a snake at first because of that pattern. Might be wet and have a little bit of muck on it. But it looks like it's in good shape. I'm not gonna bring this back with me, but I'll set it up here, and if someone else finds it, they can use it. I wish I had my kayak. I used to kayak all the time back in Minnesota. Oh, comments. Like 7, okay, I got you. 710, like 711. I got you. Carlos, DJI Osmo 6 is amazing. I just went to that one and it's worth it. I saw that one at Best Buy too. Years from now, that paddle will be discovered. Right? After, it almost kind of seems like the world's going to crap right now, and there could almost be a giant apocalypse at every moment, or at any moment. And then like 10,000 years later, they'll find it in the sand, buried beneath all the rubble. You know, I was just thinking about that. Like, me and one of my buddies were talking about it. We're like, if the world were to end tomorrow, and then like 50,000 years later, people were to find our cell phones and go through our cell phones, they would be like, what the hell was up with this civilization? They just took pictures of themselves all day, all the time, on beaches. Like, we'll never know what people are gonna look back and think of us, you know, many years down the road. But I'm sure they're probably gonna have a lot of laughs. Summerlin Realtor and Drone Pilot. Yo, 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 what is up? How you doing? Thank you for helping me out. What was it, Sunday night? A lot of people, dude, that video got hella views, man. A lot of people tuned in for it, and that was a pretty amazing sight to see over there. If it downpours again in Vegas tonight, I might go check it out. I want to check out Fremont Street as well too, but if it's gonna rain again, I know people would probably like to see that. Lol, the selfie generation. Kilo whiskey, right? I think about that a lot. Like when we find stuff like the pyramids or just, you know, old equipment and tools that ancient civilizations used, we kind of look at it and go, wow, they were so sophisticated, you know? Even the Hohokam, I think it's Indians that settled in Arizona many, many years ago. They had tools that they used to dig out all the canals that brought water into the valley. We look at it and we're like, oh man, they were, you know, pretty advanced to have all these really sophisticated irrigation and all these canals. But I feel like when the world ends and years later when they find us, they're just going to be like, what are these stupid rectangular shaped objects that people always carried around with them? Like, why were they so important? All they did was take pictures of themselves. Oh God. I don't take selfies, so if someone finds my phone, they're going to find a bunch of pretty cool pictures of Lake Mead, Las Vegas, and Phoenix, Sedona, Alaska. All right, we're almost... Shit, we still have quite a ways to walk. It didn't seem like it was that long of a walk when we first got out here. All right, let me check the comments here. I'm good, yes. Sunday. Glad to hear it. Mine will be pictures of people's pets. That's still 10 times cooler though than, like, you know, selfies. Because who knows, maybe like 100,000 years from now, if they were to find your phone, they're gonna go like, oh, cats, dogs, you know, those things are now extinct. This is all kind of a big what if scenario, but it could happen. What did that one say? And then they're like, what the F was wrong with this guy? Where the F? Okay, his selfies. Right? They're gonna be like, why didn't this guy take selfies? Huh? And I'll tell you why I don't take selfies. I don't change much to much on a day-to-day basis. Unless I shave in the morning, I get a 5 o'clock shadow. That's pretty much about it. Okay. Poofda. Yeah, that does look pretty threatening. Definitely not hot anymore, that's for sure. Paul, man, are you going to move to Vegas? I want to. My lease is up in November, December. I kind of want to. I mean, I really, really want to. I haven't looked at apartments or anything like that, but I should start. I've lived in Arizona for like 4 years, but the problem is I've explored so much of Arizona, and if I were to move to Vegas, you know, Utah isn't that far away. Zion National Park, Bryce. I think there's a lot more ghost towns and mines in Nevada than there is in Arizona. But I gotta figure out what apartments cost here. I don't know that I'd buy a house, just because it doesn't seem like a good idea in this economy. Oh, hey. Come on, live chat work. Did you bring Paul to Vegas this time? Is he sitting in the hot car? Yes, he is in the back of my car. He's all scrunched up. But I don't think aliens get hot or cold. Cheaper to rent a house, bro, versus apartment. Good to know. A house would be nice too. Because my editing studio that I have in my apartment now, it's my work office, because I work for a cell phone company. I will not say which one. And then I also have all my YouTube stuff in there. And then I have all my other work equipment for other drone projects that I do for other companies. It's really cramped, but it's a cool little editing studio. We'll walk down to the water once more here. At least we're close enough to my car to where if it does downpour, I don't have to run too far. Oh, let's go this way. Oh, hey. Don R, he's melting. He probably is. I forget what he's made out of. It's like a latex. The prices are coming down in Nevada right about the time your lease is up. Keep an eye on Zillow. I will. It'd be nice to find a place that isn't like too far in Las Vegas. That's kind of on the outskirts, because that's kind of where I live right now, in Phoenix, on the outskirts. Well, you know, Patrick, you're not wrong. You know what? Yeah, I'll screw it. I'll tell you. I do work for Verizon Wireless. Yes. I've worked for Verizon for quite a few years now, and they actually brought me out to Arizona from Minnesota. So I know some people don't like Verizon. It is what it is. But I have nothing to be... I can only be grateful to have worked for Verizon, because they brought me to Arizona from Minnesota. And if I never would have moved to Arizona, I probably never would have started a YouTube channel. Yeah, I could share some information with Carlos. You probably Oh, you probably caught that. Who said that? It was Patrick. When you said, I'm guessing you worked for Verizon because of your adventures, best coverage. Yeah, that's especially when I went out to Area 51 and the deputy, he knew I had Verizon. And yeah, they were the only people, or Verizon was the only carrier at the gate that was getting service. I'm assuming it was a Verizon tower that's out in the little town of Rachel, Nevada, because my service was fine, but anybody that had anything else, they were lower priority because theirs were like buffering and it was super spotty for other carriers. But I'm glad they put a tower out there because otherwise I couldn't live stream. Whew. There she is, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful Lake Mead. Check out those clouds. Yeah, they look pretty intimidating. Let's see here, open up the chat again. Verizon is amazing because it works everywhere. Yeah, right? You know, and the thing is, Carlos, I was talking to some people on the strip on Sunday because I was wearing a Verizon shirt, and they were asking me, like, do you work for Verizon, whatnot? I told them, yeah. And I was telling them, in my opinion, I will say, there's no such thing as a bad carrier. It just depends on how you use your phone. If you do a lot of traveling, like me, Verizon is by far the best because I get coverage everywhere. But if you're a homebody and you never leave your home, shoot, you know, track phone, perfect. Straight talk, perfect. If you don't move around too much, it's just like a car. No car is better than another car. It just depends on how you are going to use it. Oh, hey, what do we got here? Unlike T-Mobile, fake news. Verizon, only one who has tower at Rachel, Nevada for the past 32 years. Oh, and it definitely shows too. Definitely. I've always been super surprised that I've been able to get coverage out there at both gates of Area 51. Well, the front gate, that one was a little spotty, but it is way out in the middle of nowhere. I've been watching for the outskirts too. Laughlin, Searchlight, Good Springs, Sandy Valley. Searchlight. Supposedly there's like an abandoned like luxury home on like a cliff or mountain out there. I've always been wanting to check that out. AT&T's company slogan should be AT&T, we're not happy until you're not happy. Yeah, but you know what? They got a pretty good looking spokeswoman going for their company though. If you can't afford Verizon postpaid, get Visible. It's Verizon test prepaid company that's $45 a month for the highest. Yeah, a lot of people, I don't work in the Visible branch because that's another branch outside of my department. But a lot of people that are looking to kind of economize will switch to Visible. And you know what? It works just fine for them. Oh, you know what I was thinking, Carlos? Every day, whenever I go on YouTube and I get, you know, inundated with all these YouTube ads, I always see, you know, Ryan Reynolds talking about Mint Mobile and how it's like the best carrier out there. And I'm like, I've never heard of anyone talk about Mint Mobile, but do you think Ryan Reynolds actually uses Mint Mobile? I highly doubt it. I just can't see him and his family. I'm sure he's probably a part owner and they probably just used him just to get, you know, some more sales. But I highly doubt Ryan Reynolds is using Mint Mobile. Yeah, Mint Mobile. I can't see it. Mint Mobile uses T-Mobile. Oh, I didn't know that. Although I do have a friend that does have T-Mobile. And her service works just fine for her too. She's kind of I don't want to say she's a homebody, but she never really leaves the city of Phoenix. But then again, almost anywhere in Phoenix, you should have good coverage. I wonder what I have right now. Do I have 4G? Yeah, 4G. I kind of figured. Here's the Boulder Beach parking lot. There was an abandoned house on the hill a few clicks east of Searchlight toward Lake Mojave. But I think someone bought it and is fixing it up. That might be the same one that I'm thinking of. There was a channel called, I think it was called Explore With Us. I think they're one of the first channels that found it. I'll have to see if I can find that video. If I could at least get my drone up in the air and check it out, that would be cool. Okay. I think we're gonna end the live stream here. Before we do, thank you to everyone that joined in, shared your thoughts. I appreciate that. Like I said, you could be doing anything on this fine Thursday, but you checked out the live stream, so I thank you a million. Oh, Paul, I saw that video by Ewu. Yes, that it is that same exact one. Although that video is kind of old now, so they probably advertised a little too much and someone saw it and probably thought they could do something with it. For being abandoned when they made that video, it still looked like it was in somewhat good shape. But yeah, thank you guys for checking out the live stream. We're definitely gonna hit up Fremont Street tonight. If it rains cats and dogs on the new Las Vegas Strip, I'm gonna go check out the Link Hotel where it was gushing water earlier this week. So I'll see you guys later tonight on Fremont. Thank you, Paul. Safe travels. Hopefully see you tonight in Fremont. Don, yes. And check Kick for live streaming. I will remember that. But yeah, I'll catch you guys a little later. I'm gonna go crack a Coors and drink some water, and we'll see you later. Peace out.